with Nissan Ariya. With dual-motor e-force all-wheel drive that helps put you in control, the Nissan Ariya is electric with an edge.
Shorter leg side boundary. We're all set for the first ball. And it thuds into the pad, just angling down. Arnold Medela won't be interested in that. It will give us dimensions to the leg side of a 60-metre square boundary, out towards the offside as you look.
Oh, that's gone up in the air, and this is going to be another wicket, and it's Dilpreet Bajwa. Well, Nepal have really turned things around for themselves here. Big moment this, to get not only Navneet Dhaliwal and now a very dangerous Dilpreet Bajwa.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go for it and put air under the ball, you got to have the power. Otherwise, with this Nepal team, they're too good in the field. They're going to track those down. I mean, that was a lollipop. I probably could have caught that one with a baseball glove, maybe. But I mean, you can't waste balls popping them up, in my opinion.
Use of the feet, and that's a one-handed shot, lofted straight down the ground into the retaining net. Well, Nicholas, correction, it's Shreyas Mova, and he's had enough of it. Picks up 6 runs here.
Nice shot right there. Team Canada needed that one too. Hopefully that gets them going.
Well, and just the elegance at which that he finished that shot off one-handed. Nothing like seeing a
need to clear the field here soon.
Well, he's giving himself some room, and he's gone. He's gone straight down the throat of Anil Shah, and this is a big moment for Nepal. Canada, things are going a bit wonky for them. They've just lost their 4th wicket, and it's the skipper, Nick Curtin, 5 of 17 today.
Tough day at the office for the captain, and you could see the pressure just building. When you have that many dots, at some point you've just got to throw.
Well, that's another one, and it's Harsh Tucker. Sandeep Lamichhane comes in, and the first ball of the over, he gets a breakthrough. Things are completely falling apart for Canada here. Harsh Tucker, he's gone for 1 of 2 deliveries. What is happening out there for Canada today?
This is disaster for Canada. When you look at those 2 wickets that have just fallen, Nick Curtin, Harsh Tucker, who came in at...
Well, this is going away, and it's picked up 4 runs. Sandeep Lamichhane, after picking up a wicket, has just gone to the boundary. Saad Zafar, good way to get off of strike.
As we've got a short fine leg.
Pulled away a little short from Sandeep Lamichhane, and he gets the treatment. It's gone for 4 runs here. 2 boundaries coming off of Saad Zafar. Lamichhane a bit expensive in the spell despite the wicket. He won't be too worried about the boundaries though.
At this stage, you look at it, Canada still under 6 runs and over. So if you can get wickets, that's the order of the day. Looking at that replay, just too short, and Saad bin Zafar, well, we might get 2 batters who are settled.
Well, coming down the track, and this is flicked into the leg side. He'll pick up a boundary here, Shreyas Mova, and there'll be some comfort for Canada knowing that he's still out there.
No question about it. Shreyas Mova, obviously, we know he's so incredibly capable. Played some vital knocks at the T20 World Cup. Had some big knocks as well in Canada's tour of the Netherlands. Didn't quite find a rhythm in the ODIs here. But a shot like that will do him a world of good to a competitive total.
Well, he's bowled him. He has cleaned up Shreyas Mova here, Sandeep Lamichhane, and this is a big moment. The last known batter of this Canadian side falls in Shreyas Mova.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one for Canada to lose, especially at this moment. We were talking about, can these 2 make it to the 16th over and then start to accelerate? But now you lose this wicket as the replay comes in.
What's the googly?
Again,
he didn't read it.
Just too close to the body for that shot. And as you said, did not read the googly.
He's gone for 22 of 23, Shreyas Mova. And Canada
He's a difficult bowler to get away. This one's helped around the corner. That's going to definitely aid the cause, and it will run away to the rope. 4 to the total. That's nice innovation from Sad bin Safar.
Yeah, that was a funky looking pitch too. Kind of hitting the ground at the last possible second. But yeah, like what I was saying, that T20, this T20 format is great.
It definitely it brings the energy, doesn't it?
Everybody's collectively roll your eyes as we watch this replay with what I'm about to say. Look at this. Last second, bam, there you go, 4. But everybody who's not from North America, roll your eyes for what I'm about to say. But North American sports fans, we can't sit there for 8 hours and watch this
down in the USA. As this one is helped away into the leg side and straight to the man. It's Kushal Malla who holds on with a big smile on his face. It's another one for Sandeep Lamachani. He keeps doing what he was born to do for Nepal, and that is taking wickets. And he is absolutely idolised by those Nepal fans. The 7th wicket falls.
Yeah, perfect positioning. Hardly had to take a step. Well hit ball. That happens in baseball where you like hit a nice crisp line drive, but it goes right at a fielder. What are you going to do?
So Sabin,
all technical fouls like in basketball.
This is hammered down the ground. Good strike. It's going to go all the way. Smashes into the advertising hoardings. That's the perfect place to hit here at this ground. It's the shortest part of the venue, 57 metres. And it is a good stroke for 6. His first maximum. It's Parveen Kumar.
Solid contact right there. Left no chance. No question that was going out of the park. Take a look. There we go. Much needed 6 for Team Canada. But yeah, in basketball, like if you wanted a call and you just
India is going to be very different to one here in Canada. As this one swung away into the leg side, and that's all the way. That's a maximum. 6 more to the total.
And much needed. Team Canada once again putting 6 on the board here. Take a look at the replay. Great job. It looked like he shifted the angle kind of at the last second, tried to throw the fielders off, but it didn't matter because it left the park.
And the reason this is such a good shot, Matt, that's the bigger boundary. So that's 65 metres out that direction, and it's cleared it with real ease. Probably gone about 10 or 12 metres over it. Yeah. Handy late run location. 5 balls left now. This goes a long, long way up, and it goes all the way. Oh, that's a great strike. Akhil Kumar getting in the act. He'd only scored 3 off 9 prior to that one. Canada need maximums and plenty more of them.
Yeah, that was a moon.
Looks for some innovation. Oh, brilliant.
Nice.
Outstanding batting. It's a 360-degree sport. You can score anywhere around this oval, and he gets it right over his shoulder, and it runs away for 4.
Yeah, great execution on the bat right there. Look at that. I mean, just to angle it last second. I love how they do it at the last second, too. Stays in the stance, doesn't telegraph until the last possible second. You don't want to tip off those people out in the
6 sixes from an over as well. Final ball, and he's bowled him straight through. Bowled him. Sampal Kami has another wicket to his name. He's got 3 for. And Canada's innings, well, it ends a little tamely. It never really got going, did it? And they're going to have to be satisfied and content with an under par total of just 123 for 8.
Yep, here you go right there. Nice bowl. I mean, just a masterful performance across the board by Nepal. Really stymieing the Canadian offensive attack. But we got another half of cricket to play, Lenny. So we'll see.
10 or 20 runs short, but we're going to get into the action here.
I do think that when you look at...
It's going to be pace to start things off. And just bear with us as we get... Well, he's giving himself some room, and it doesn't get more beautiful than that. Going straight down the ground. And elegance written all over that shot. He didn't overhit it. He timed it to absolute... Oh, this has gone down the ground again. Mid-on was just a spectator on that occasion. And this time it's Asif Sheikh who joins the attack. The Canadian bowlers under some pressure early on here. 6 runs picked up off of that.
And when you're chasing a small total like this, if you allow the pressure to build, you can get to some antsy moments. But when you take on the bowling like this, nothing like.
Well, that's gone straight up in the air. And that's going to be the first one for Nepal. Canada get a breakthrough. And it's Anil Shah. Big moment this, knowing that they don't have a lot of runs on the board. Canada get an early breakthrough. Anil Shah gone for 9 off 5. Nepal 17 for 1.
And you wonder if you just got a little too carried away there. Already such a good start for Nepal, especially when you consider the total that they're chasing. And we'll get a look at the replay soon.
Well, that's picked up, but it's high in the air. It's Dilpreet Bajwa, and he might have just taken the catch of the game there. Running backwards, never easy, and my gosh, is that a good catch.
And not too bad for someone just coming off passing a concussion test now.
Well, he's put Netherlands behind him, and he said, you know what, I'm going to show you just how well I can catch, and that's the second wicket for Nepal. It's Asif Sheikh, both openers gone.
That was absolutely brilliant. You look at Sana, short of a length. Ahoy trying to go over mid-on, and full stretch on the dive, going backwards. Read that beautifully. Fantastic catch by Dilpreet Bajwa.
And never in control, Asif Sheikh on that shot.
And you've got to say Canada's right back in it. 2 wickets, more difficult.
Well, up and over and just out of reach. Well, that Ansh Patel in the deep. He's not the tallest of players, but I can tell you the skipper, watching from the non-strikers, he would have had his heart in his mouth. He did not want another wicket.
Short and wide and slapped cut. Ooh, just a bit too inside the boundary. Would have definitely had a better shot at it if he was right on the rope. Or impossible to get away.
Giving himself some room, and you saw that shot coming from a mile away. From the time that he started to back away, 6 more maximum, and really dents this decent over from Parveen Kumar.
In the 6 or 7 games he played, as Akhil Kumar comes into the attack, and look out, cameraman, oh, very nearly clocks into our man.
Our camera guy didn't even flinch either. They missed him by a foot.
Yeah, not a great delivery, was it? Angling down the leg side, so all Dev Canal needed to do was get it round the corner. Remember, he's on his T20I debut too. I think many Nepal fans, they see Dev Canal as maybe a long-term solution for some of their batting woes. He's a different kind of makeup, doesn't he? Just in terms of his style and his shape. He's kind of towards the 30 or north of 30. As Canal goes down towards deep. There! It's another stunner! In the same part of the field, Dilpreet Bajwa the first time. This time, it's Kaleem Sana. 2 spectacular catches. And Canada, well, they are coming to life in the defense of this low total.
You do not want to hit it to that part of the field, Lenny, because you're just going to get out, dive and catch once again. It's like lightning strikes twice. Spectacular.
Well, this is quite brilliant. The athleticism first shown by Dilpreet Bajwa in a catch where he was running over his shoulder. The only difference here for Kaleem Sana, he had to go to his left. Canal the latest to fall for 11. Leg stump, but the umpire feels it's just sliding down as Mala goes downtown. He's an incredible striker of a cricket ball, and he gets off the mark with a maximum.
Much needed, too. Not a lot of momentum batting for Team Nepal, but right there gets him on the board for 6. Again, keeping an eye on that rate you were talking about.
He loves this area of the ground.
Gets
That's
under
exactly
it,
where he
pulls
wants
it.
to hit. Well, they'll take on the fielders in the deep. So you can see the man was positioned there. This is going to be 4 more. I'm not sure Aaron Johnson is going to catch up with this. Maybe he will. That's to get the dive in. And they're going to try a third. And the throw is relayed onto the stumps by Sherry Asmova. They might think of a 4th here. And off goes Powdell. And they're going to end up getting 4 runs. Rather remarkably. Thanks to the deflection off the stumps, the ball is still live then. It's not a boundary 4, but it's an all-run 4, which is incredibly rare.
Wow, yeah. You think when it hit it...
Pal fan, let's get one more look at this big six down the ground. It was a great strike, wasn't it, from Kushal Malla? And that was the very delivery after he just survived a tight LBW shape.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about momentum and how things change. We saw the diving catches from Canada, and they were kind of locking down.
Running over your shoulder. Now Malla loves left arm spin. He takes it on. Long on is in place. And he takes the catch. And Saad bin Safar, he strikes from his very first delivery.
Just not quite far enough. I mean, man, you talk about multiple momentum swings in this match and in this format. That's another example right there. A few more feet, that's 6 runs. Another nice catch by Team Canada, keeping themselves in it with defense. Take a look at this replay.
Yeah, I think certainly for Kushal Malla, you'll see he's just going to try and go after left arm spin with the ball turning into him. I think it might be the sub fielder. It might.
You know, I think the way that over played out.
Bowls him straight through. We said Bertel would like to sweep, but he's going to fall, attempting to do so. It was far too full, wasn't it? Saad bin Safar is pumped up. He's so experienced, the former captain. He's got 2 wickets to his name. Canada have 5.
And it's a big one. It's a big one to get Bertel right there. And you look at that shot, it wasn't on at all. You look at the celebrations right now, you can see their tails are up. And you look at Saad just drifting that ball in, and full pitched delivery just wasn't there for the sweep. And we get another look at it. Just nowhere near that. Should have been a drive down the ground, but instead he goes for the sweep and is cleaned up.
Bertel's gone for 7. It's 68 for 5. That's more like it. Whipped away, and it will be 4. My oh my, how they needed that, Nepal. And who else would it be but their captain who delivers it for them. Beautiful flick of the wrists. Gets it in front of the man who's out at deep backward square leg. And he 42 to win. Oh, innovation. But there's a man there. It's over his head. And it's back-to-back boundaries. 10 runs and 2 deliveries. A swing and a shift of momentum has them dancing in the stands.
And you said it. You said that this would be the over that they would want to go after. Akil Kumar, those first 4 deliveries, you would be absolutely thrilled with that. 3 runs. But now you get the 10 off the final 2 deliveries. Great innovation you see there to scoop it over. No chance for the fielder who was fine at third man. And
look at the innovation.
Brilliant.
It's almost the reverse scoop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Powdled his heart in his mouth for a moment, but it's only 57 metres down there. Gets us to the end of that 15th over.
Let's go.
Huge Nepal cheering section over there until those last two balls reach the boundary, and then bam, just like that, there goes the momentum.
And how good has Saad bin Safar been, the former captain? He's just so effective, isn't he, with his left arm spin, bowled into the surface. Irene couldn't get it anywhere. He goes for 6. It's 88 for 6. Bowls him, and that is Kalim Sana all over.
Wow.
Straight through, top of off stump pit, and now Nepal have lost 7.
Ice in his veins. Huge play. I mean, talk about high pressure moments coming down the stretch here. Take a look at this replay. Wow.
It's a little inside edge, isn't it? He's unlucky. I thought it was straight through at first, but it's actually being dragged on by Sampal Kami, so that's the latest one to fall. He is gone for 1, and Nepal bowls him. It's another one chopped on, and it's the Kalim Sana effect. Is that the match for Canada? The captain for Nepal, who's fought so ably all the way, he's now gone. It's a similar-ish dismissal to that of Sampal Kami off the inside edge. Just the one bail comes off. The leg stump is kissed. And Sana, well, he always finds a way, doesn't he? How good has he been?
Just amazing bowling right here. When they needed it most. The pressure's on. You're coming down to these last few overs. Need to make big plays, and he's really stepped up. The body language says it all right now. You look at the Nepal team, the captain kind of slugging off. Look at this replay.
And again, look at the angle. It's the angle that just causes difficulty for those right-handers. You could just see Powdle. He's trying to run it down to deep third for a single to keep the strike and to maybe take all the responsibility. But he's been bowled for 37. Have Nepal's.
Well, it gets a hold of that one, and that's a tracer bullet straight down the ground, smashing into that side screen. 6 runs to Sandeep Lamichhane.
And right on cue, just what I was saying. You've got to stay aggressive. Much needed 6 right there for Nepal, trying to keep themselves scratch and claw this victory coming down the stretch. Take a look at this replay.
He cleared his front foot, just allowing for his hands to free through the line, and he got some distance on it as well. Power. Oh, that's just past the diving hands of Shreyas Mova. 4 runs, and it looked like it might have come off the gloves. Kalim Sana getting the bouncer in. The direction could have been better. Going down leg, given the treatment. Important runs, this.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that coming. I don't think that's what the batter necessarily intended, but Nepal will take it. Take a look at this pitch. He swings backwards. It kind of came on the other side of the batter. Able to just kind of guide it behind him, almost off the knuckles.
Well, moving inside the line of the ball. And how close is this going to be? Needed better direction. They might be in trouble here. The throw has gone to the right end, and that's going to be another wicket. The 9th one goes down after a shocker. That second run was never on.
What a throw in right there. I mean, the amount of times this match has shifted momentum, Manali, where you think something's going to happen, then it doesn't. You know, we talked about Nepal needs to be aggressive, trying to squeeze out that extra run. Ended up backfiring on him right there after a very heads up.
Well, Karan Casey had been called down for the run. The first one was on.
Yeah, at first I'm like, why would you even go for that? Like,
And
one run's fine.
He ran so far past the crease.
Yep.
No chance to get back for the second.
He's just going to say, I did that on purpose. We work on that. We practice that. It's like the fumble Ruski, like, you think I threw it by mistake, but I didn't. So we get you to go for one and get you out.
Well, that's gone high up in the air, and it's Kalim Sana getting under it. He does the job off his own bowling, and that's going to be the game. Canada have pulled off an exceptional win here. Disappointment for the Nepal fans who've come out in numbers to support their side.
What a win.
What a win indeed, Matt.
That's a great first match for me. That's a great first T20 match for anyone else out there who's new to cricket. Exciting ending. Just a masterclass by the Canadian bowling and defense to pull that out.
No, it was a tough time with the bat for Canada, thanks to some good bowling. Sandeep Lamichhane, pick of the bowlers for Nepal this morning. And small contributions brought Canada to the total of 123 for 8. In the end, Nepal, while they were good with the ball, just couldn't finish the job. 109 all out, thanks to some really good performances from both Kalim Sana and Saad Zafar. Canada win this contest by 14 runs.